It does look like a grandma hat.
My mother's like, "Oh, you're going for 3 days to meet this employer and should leave the cat inside." No, that would not go well. First, it's cruel for the cat, and the cat would vent some emotions and do things he knows he's not supposed to do. Happy to see me when I come back, but I go outside and he notices right away that one of the neighbor cats is kind of behind a tree on top of a tree, and I kind of notice it looks different there, but it still looked like it was like brown wooden stuff because maybe I was imagining the other black cat, but it was the brother of that black cat that has more kind of brownish leopard pattern that also can look really dark from far away. But and one of them didn't take off on the day of getting his balls chopped off, so one of the brothers had the operation, the other didn't. But I'm moving a chair that has a big blanket that somebody gave me a long time ago. It was for a dog, and it does smell a little bit like a cat urine, so I'm wondering if that cat kind of came to see that he's marking his territory. And I petted the black cat the other day visiting the neighbor, so he came to me. He wants to make friends, but Maverick hasn't made friends with any of the cats. But it'd be cruel to leave the cat inside while I'm gone 3 days. The risky part is that he'll try to hunt and be active at night, and an owl could get him or some other animals. So I'm hoping the pattern of sleeping. So I'm going to bring some of the boxes that he sometimes sleeps in outside, although he usually sleeps there or on my bed, and see if he'll kind of maybe be a bit worried because I'm not there and maybe hide out a bit more. But look, he's been looking at the cat that left when I went to talk to him outside. He was on that log that's horizontal, and he's been the Zen flurkinator and kind of protecting the bike because I wouldn't want any of the cats to mark their territory. Even on the tire of the motorhome might be a smell that stays for a super long time and gets worse when it's hot, or on the motorcycle. So, and Maverick has been on 3 rides, but this employer I'm going to meet is there was a plane booked for me way before I would have been asked, and it would have been I have permission to bring the cat, but I don't want to do it with the plane, and they would charge $50 per trip, so $100 there and back for a 20-minute plane ride. So I'm leaving him, and the neighbor here will come give him food. I'm going to leave the food in 3 bags, 3 little Ziploc, the dry ones, and a can that can separate in 3 days. And the water can be refreshed with just, the hose in something dripping a tiny bit maybe. And that'll be good. And some snacks, with some catnip maybe for the nighttime, and get him a good night's sleep and not be active too much at night. And I'm like, he'll be happy to see me and he'll experience feelings and worries like I will. And but he'll be happy to see me, and there'll be a lot of cuddling before he even wants to go back outside, I think, when I come back. And but then I get an idea to scope the place where I'm going to be possibly working, and maybe try to get my own place where the cat can be outside more than just having a room that I have for me in a house that is, to be too complicated to have a cat there. And of course, the shifts I think I'll do will not be like super long shifts. It'll be maybe a few short shifts during the day where I can come and go and check on the cat. But I'll want the cat to be outside a lot there too. It's just that I don't know about a lot of stray dogs outside there. So, and it could be dogs that, I don't know, they might want to just chase my cat all the time because maybe there's no other cats to chase there, or that are curious and want to make friends. But cats and dogs make friends when they have been in the same home for a long time or grew up together. So that hasn't happened to this cat yet. I mean, if I got a puppy, I think my cat would, especially with my teachings of what is acceptable or not with the boundaries, he would pick up on that, and he would kind of be starting to love the dog, especially when he's left alone. But he's not alone, he's with the dog. But anyways, so I'm gonna worry when I go. I think he's gonna see me go, but at least the motorcycle will be here and the motorhome will be here, but he'll not be inside. And he'll know Martin, my life partner, is probably coming back, but I haven't seen him in like 2-3 days. and or he won't care at all or notice at all, but that's not it. I think the first time that I was away from him after we finally connected, after a few days of him being with me, is I was gone an entire full day. I would say a good 12 hours, and that was a different behavior from him. He was crying a bit when I came back, and he was more affectionate with me and wanting to stay with me more. Yeah, I think he'd been worried to be left alone or to miss me, because I do give him the attention that every individual life partner should get. That he's important to me, that I miss him, that I'm curious how he's been, that I witness his progress. Was it yesterday? I think he just showed me before going in. He wanted to run a few more times and climb a few more trees and show me. When he climbs a tree and he looks at me, you can tell, he might have pretended to run after something for fun, but he's looking at me that I'm noticing. And it reassures me that he knows a little bit more what to do. He did climb the tree right beside the one that I was pointing at that's leaning on my motorhome, to show him how to jump on the roof, but I haven't seen him jump on the roof yet. That'd be the best. I don't think maybe a coyote would be comfortable climbing that. Probably not a wolf, but a coyote. But again, once he has the height advantage, and he keeps track of the animal, even a raccoon or coyote would be, he'd get the paw in the face, really sharp paws. So, and he has places to hide underneath here, except that it wouldn't be. It'd probably be a place an owl wouldn't want to get to, but coyote or raccoon or other cats would. Cougar maybe, but not dogs wouldn't be too comfortable going there, or wolves, or coyotes. But anyways, it's not like totally deserted here anyways, so there's a lot of sound that keeps most wild animals away, like some plane sounds, some train sounds, some racetrack sounds, some gravel road vehicle sounds, other motorcycle sounds. And the wind is really shaking these young trees a lot. And I say young trees, but they might not be, because there's winters here, so the trees don't grow really high. And I'm curious to see, man, it's amazing how some of these trees that are getting older are so close together. And they just reach for the height and just need a few leaves at the top to keep going. And some actually grew on an angle on purpose to aim for an opening with some other ones that were the best. And they're still sturdy, because if they grow on an angle, their roots set for that. That's pretty amazing. I watered my plants this morning. I hadn't done it for a day and a half, and they're doing all right. And my cat has not touched, he hasn't spent a lot of time on there now. For a long time now, since he goes more outside. And his cat litter I haven't emptied for a few days, so no, I don't think I've opened his cat litter for at least 5 days, because I haven't picked up a smell, but I want to do it today. But he's been mostly, I haven't really seen him do his business outside, but he must be, because the cat litter would be awful if he wasn't. And I think after eating now, he wants to go back outside, in part because play or curious, or which cat is there, or territory stuff. But also, I think maybe he might have started to enjoy doing his business outside more. So anyways, I hope when I go to this employer that I might be able to remind them that I mentioned in the job interview having a cat and a motorhome that needs a safe place. And the cat would come with me, the motorhome would not. And the motorcycle, I don't think, but I am thinking of getting a much smaller motorcycle to take there to that remote community, which would be easier. But for my birthday, it looks like I'm getting my bicycle, so that's great.